Hey everyone, let's begin our problem number 2, add two numbers. Alright, let's see what are we given with. So you are given two non-empty linked lists representing two non-negative integers. The digits are stored in reverse order and each of the nodes contains a single digit. Add the two numbers and return the sum of the linked list. You may assume that the two numbers do not contain any leading zeros except the number 0 itself. Okay, so for the first example, we are given two linked lists 243 and 564. Of course, the numbers are in the reverse orders as mentioned, so I'm assuming the first number they meant it for 342, and for the second number it should be 465, and the addition of that should be 807. And we have to return it in the reverse order, so it is 7, 0, and 8. Okay, let's see what are the constraints. The number of nodes in each linked list is in the range of 1 to 0. The node value is in between 0 and 9 inclusive. It is guaranteed that the list represents the number that does not have leading zeros. Okay, makes sense. First thoughts. Well, my initial idea, this idea is at the top of my head, is traversing the list node list and saving all the numbers in string form first, then integer form second. By string form, then I would not be missing any leading zeros or anything of that sort. And then adding two numbers would be easy. All I have to do is just convert it into the integer. And at the end, I'll again iterate through string and make the lists of nodes. Is that the feasible try? Of course not. It's the first try that popped up in my head. If this question would be if this question I'd see it in the exam, would I code like that? Maybe if the time is at my disadvantage. If it is at my advantage, I'd of course think about better approaches. But yeah, it's something that we can work on if the time is clicking out. Okay, let's see. So the way I would code about it is like first number string would be just empty. My bad. Then while L1, let's do first number string plus equals string of L1 dot val, and then L1 goes to L1's next. Similarly, second number string would be this, while L2 second number string plus equals str of L2 dot val, and L2 goes to L2's next. Okay, the final number would just be an addition of reversed strings of first number string and second number string and the integer of those. So there's a Python shortcut to reverse the string, which is square colon colon -1 and int second number string. Okay, and what I could do is start creating the return value. So for number in string of final numbers, again this one's just to prevent the leading zeros or any zeros. Temporary node is equal to list node of number, And temporary nodes next would be root. I mean, even if it is not intuitive at the first, just bear with me for the second so that I could walk you through what I'm trying to do here. Then I'll just return root. So let's see. If we take the first example itself of 2, 4, and 3, um, the first number string. Whoops, I don't even know how to type anymore. Okay, first number string would store all the values in string format. So this one would be 2, 4, and 3. Similarly, the second string would be would be 5, 6, and 4. And the final string, final number, would be of the format integer. And it would actually store our correct number. Well, at least that's my thought is. So it's going to be 8, 0, and 7. Now, what I'm trying to do here with the root and everything is that our return type is, of course, of the type list nodes. So the root would have none to begin with. And as we iterate through the string of 8, 0, and 7, let's see, the first number would be 8. So with first string character would be 8. Then we will create the node of that value. Well, technically it should be of this. So yeah, just to be absolutely sure. But anyway, it's not gonna matter. So temp node would have 8. The temps next, so 8's next would be none, and root would now point to 8. So when we iterate through, so when 0 comes into the next iteration, which is our temp node, 0's next is going to be 8, which is our current root, and 0 would be our new root. Similarly, 7 at the end of the iteration, 7 would be our root node. So that's my first thought is. Well, quick check. I think everything looks good. Let me run this one. Okay, and submit it. Okay, that's not too bad for the first attempt, but as I mentioned, it's definitely something I don't want to have it as my final answer. But yeah, if time is at my disadvantage, then of course I have to put something up there just to pass the test cases. Then I'll code something like this. But yeah, I'll give more thought on this once the exam's over, or something like that. But yeah, thank you so very much for tuning in, and means a lot. And let's see if we can attack more problems in future. Thanks.